What's involved during due diligence?
That is a great question. And don't you love it whenever you ask a question and someone follows up? That's a great question. It's like, yeah, I know it's a great question. That's why I asked. So, with due diligence, it is that little section, well, actually, it's a big section on your contract whenever you put in on your offer. So, that is something as a listing agent we look at to see how long it is. Standard due diligence, or in the contract, let me reword it, in the contract, it has that due diligence time frame inspection, that's what's under due diligence, is 10 business days. Not calendar days, but business days. So as a buyer's agent, I can pre-schedule inspector for home inspection, for termite, the CL100, and HVAC. So I'm going to go a little bit further and a little bit on those three. But you can go and pre-schedule those as a buyer's agent because hey, my clients are going to love this house, so let's go show it to them. And they say, I love this house, let's put in an offer. Well, guess what? I've already had that pre-scheduled because I called my all three of my inspectors and said, hey, what day can we get on the books? So that helps cut down that time. That makes that offer add competitiveness to it because I'm shutting it down shorter. So depending on the loan type, anything like that, I always get with my loan officer, my client's loan officer, and I go ask, hey, what is the shortest time frame for closing that they can do, and what's the max? Because as you know, conventional, you can do it, shorter, not a whole lot shorter, but you can do it shorter. FHA is different. South Carolina housing's different from that. VA they're all different. They all have different paperwork in the process that needs to be done. So that's something that as a buyer's agent, I would get with my team and my loan officer saying, hey, give me some terms that I can utilize that will make it competitive. So if I've already got everything pre-scheduled, and let's say I have it pre-scheduled from 4 days from, if we were to get ratified. So today I'm submitting the offer. That agent gives it back to me that night or tonight saying, hey, yes, you guys won. Tell your clients we're going to be ratifying the offer. Guess what? All I have to do is confirm with my home inspectors, hey, this is the address we're going to on, the date we had pre-scheduled. So that already cuts down that time frame. And it's not required. We can utilize the up to 10 business days, but I prefer not to because I want to get that stuff done and out of the way. Because I want to know if there's any issues on the house. And plus, it's also appealing to sellers because the pure and simple fact, if there's anything to come up and my buyers say, it failed every inspection known to man, clients can walk away, but that seller is not having it off market for long. So that's one of those things where it's competitive because you're going to get those things done quick and you're only asking for certain things, but also you're not inconveniencing the seller if anything were to come up. And that's what we want to make both parties happy. I want, as a buyer's agent, to cater to the seller because it's seller's market, but also protecting my buyers.
Yeah.
They want to have inspections, but at the same time, I want to make it appealing. I want to present their offer the best way I can to get the sellers to accept it. So as a listing agent, I want to look at what inconvenience factors that may happen to cause a delay in this, transaction. When it comes to due diligence, we want to utilize that time for getting everything that we need done, getting back and reporting it if there is anything that needs to be done, back to the sellers to negotiate, or talk with the buyers, my clients, saying, is this something that you can afford to deal with? Do you have enough cash income? And Ruth can play off of this too with like what we were talking about last week as far as, holding some of that savings, emergency fund, all that is making sure that you can financially cover some of these, things that come up on reports because, you have cosmetic stuff, but maybe a little bit more expensive cosmetic stuff. And, are you willing and can afford to look over those things on a contract versus do you need to negotiate it? Do you need to have the seller either fix it or credit you money at closing? Anything like that. Those are things that you really need to look at for inspections. So during due diligence, you have that time frame and gather all the information you can on that house.
For more tips, tricks, and advice,
Hit that like, subscribe, and notification bell that's like somewhere over here.
Down here.
It's there.